Hello, my name is Mr. Simon Ramage. I'm an ag teacher at St Joseph's College, Lochinvar. I'm here to talk to you about agricultural technology, which is a subject that students can select in Year 9 and 10. It is a 200-hour course, meaning that students will complete 100 hours in Year 9 and 100 hours in Year 10. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about the rationale behind the subject. Okay, so I'm just going to read straight off the slide here. This subject provides scope for students to explore the many and varied career opportunities in agriculture and related service industries. It also provides students with an opportunity to experience aspects of an agricultural lifestyle through direct contact with plants and animals and a variety of related outside activities. Okay, subject content. This diagram is a great little diagram that sort of, I suppose, explains what they'll do in years 9 and 10. So right in the centre there, we've got the subject there in the white there, agricultural technology. Okay, over in the top left in the green there, we've got introduction to agriculture. That's the first unit students will complete, and it'll just give the students a grounding in safety, animal welfare, and will introduce the students to the school's farm. In Year 9, they also complete a unit on animal production and then on plant production. And then in Year 10, they again revisit animal production and plant production. But more importantly, they move on to a unit which is agricultural systems and management. And that gives students a broad understanding of the industry in general, and they gain an appreciation of just how important agriculture is in the Australian economy, and just how diverse the industry actually is. Round the outside there, you've got the words practical experience and project-based learning. The subject is predominantly practical based. There is a theoretical component to the subject, but we find that students learn best through practical experiences and project-based learning. A project that students are working on at the moment, Year 9 students are making a veggie garden, and at the moment they've got the rotary hoe out there, and they're digging up the plot ready for a spring planting. And through that experience, they develop their understanding of plant production. Okay, content continued. So to satisfy the mandatory requirements of this 200-hour course, students must complete Core A, as I mentioned before, an introduction to agriculture, and they'll do animal production 1 and plant production 2. At the moment, students are completing animal production. The animal they're focusing on is beef cattle. And in plant production, they're obviously, as I mentioned before, they're looking at a veggie garden. Okay, core module B, as I mentioned before, they'll learn about agriculture in a wider sense. They'll then move on to plant production 2. Now, what happens there with plant production 1 and 2? That they sort of won't revisit the veggie garden. They'll have more of a focus on a different part of plant production, and they'll look at planting out one of the paddocks with an appropriate grass or something like that, and then they'll revisit animal production, but they'll have a focus on a different type of animal. Okay, facilities and animals. The college has a large farm which is divided into 5 paddocks. We have a very good set of yards with a crush and a loading ramp. There is a newly constructed chook house and run. The students have also been busy this year constructing a veggie garden, as I mentioned before, and they're getting ready for a spring planting. The college currently has cattle and poultry, but we are looking to expand further as the agricultural program is only recently been restarted. So I'll talk about that briefly. It's only just started up again this year. We've got a big class in Year 9, which is absolutely fantastic. Um, the last time that the subject ran in year 9 and 10 was 2013. So it's had quite a gap there. So we're just at the moment, we're looking to expand the animals that we have at the college, the facilities that we have there. So one of the things that we're sort of, which has been absolutely fantastic, is students have been driving the program, and so we've sort of been looking to the students and looking at what their interests are, and that's been giving us a bit of guidance on what directions to take. So it's great to see students driving a program. Okay, safety and animal welfare. Okay, safety is paramount at the college. We place a huge amount of importance on students working safely and appreciating the benefits of safe practice. In the wider farming community, safety is key with the large array of potential hazards and in the industry. It's been a bit of a focus in the media the last sort of 10 years. Farms have a huge amount of potential hazards and risks, whether it be, tractors working with chemicals, quad bikes, other various forms of plant and things like that. And also in a lot of situations, people working alone, and that can cause a sort of a potential risk or hazard as well. And we sort of want students to understand how important working safely is, so that if they end up in a agricultural industry or workplace themselves, they'll have a solid grounding in it. Also, animal welfare is really important. Students learn about the legal responsibilities in relation to the welfare of animals. The students are taught to appreciate animals, treat them with respect, and care for them properly, and that's really important. And students are, which is absolutely fantastic. We've just acquired this year 4 beautiful Angus heifers, and the students are very protective of them, and which is absolutely fantastic. They always want to know how they are, and if they haven't been able to get down to the ag farm, they'll stop in the playground and sort of say, how are the girls, and that's absolutely fantastic. Okay, excursions. Excursions are an important part of the program, and they will be an important learning tool in gaining an appreciation of farming in the wider community. The Tocal Field Days is a great day out for students, and students always look forward to this event. So that's an example of something that students have done in the past, and it's been a great event. We'd also like students to visit a few local farms, and we sort of might organise for a bus to go around a few farms, and I think that would be a great learning tool. And it's part of that learning that it's just not about our ag farm. And the agricultural industry is massive, and it's and they could sort of find themselves in sort of many different parts of the industry in the future. More information. If you'd like to know any more information, please don't hesitate to contact me at the college. There's my email there, simon.ramage@mn.catholic.edu.au, and also the school's phone numbers there as well, and that they'll sort of be able to find me. If you want any more information, please don't hesitate to call or flick me an email, and I'll get back to you promptly. So again, thanks very much. And look forward to hearing from you in the future.